Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Canelo Alvarez sparring an undefeated knockout artist from Australia for his upcoming May 5th fight with Gennady Triple G Golovkin. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, I haven't heard a single soul talk about this, so you guys know where you get that hotness from. Stay tuned to the channel. We got a lot coming. Boxing Ego, we coming. And I haven't heard anyone talking about this, but Canelo Alvarez has brought in an undefeated knockout artist who goes by the name of Bilal Akkawy from Australia for part of his camp. Now, I don't know the details. Usually the teams keep the sparring under wraps. You don't know how many rounds they're doing, stuff like that. But you guys see the picture of Canelo. He is working with him. I think this is a great fit. And let me tell you the story. You guys seen the clips of Bilal at the beginning, and he's a knockout artist. Obviously, he hasn't fought the biggest, baddest names or anything like that. But typically, power is power for the most part, but it just becomes harder and harder to knock out elite top-level fighters, things of that sort. But, I mean, generally, if a guy's hitting hard, he's probably hitting hard if you have a good knockout percentage. And I've seen this dude. So the funny thing is, a long time ago, somebody told me, hey, you got to check out for this kid, Ego. You got to check out for him. And I just started following him. And he seems like a cool kid, seems focused, and it looks like he has some power. Obviously, again, he hasn't fought any top-notch names. He goes by the name of Bilal Akkawy, right? But so far, given who he's been in there with, he has some pretty exciting finishes, things of that sort. Again, I'm not saying that they're world-class competitors or anything like that, but you've seen guys from even Australia turning up, like Jeff Horn. He beat Manny Pacquiao, a legend, so maybe when he steps up in class, we'll see what he brings to the table. I haven't seen enough of him at a high level to say that, oh, he's the man to beat or anything crazy like that. But the thing I like about this is he's listed at 5 foot 10 inches. Golovkin's about 5'10", 5'10 and a half, and they both are knockout artists. And from what I have seen of him, again, I started following him a while ago, and what I have seen from Bilal is he comes forward, he looks pretty stout, like, you know what I'm saying, he has a real compact, squatty type, you know what I mean, Mike Tyson-ish for his division type frame. He looks like he works hard in the gym, and looks like he has good power, and he's relentless. So I think, again, I'm not saying it, see, this is, people have to understand this about sparring. You'll never be able to get an exact match of a fighter, especially really good fighters like Mayweather. You're never gonna find, it don't matter if you get a guy with defense like Pernell Whitaker, he might not have the power Mayweather has. Or if you get a guy that fights like Canelo, does he have Canelo's experience? You get a guy like Golovkin, does he have Golovkin's amateur pedigree? Does he have Golovkin's chin, where he can take these vicious shots and then keep pulling forward and keeps great balance? Does he have Golovkin's jab? So again, you just got to get the looks. You bring in different people, like, oh, this guy has an excellent jab, this guy stalks and brings the pressure and power like Golovkin. You know what I mean? That's the best you could do at sparring. Just get similar work, get guys to exercise and work different things, different parts of your game plan out, and that's it. So I think it's a good look for Canelo. Now, I know some people are like, hey, Ego, why are you talking about this? Because is the fight canceled? Because Canelo is suspended. Listen, I don't know. I'm not the Nevada State Athletic Commission or the WBC or anybody like that. I'm Ego, Boxing Ego. He is temporarily suspended, but he's temporarily suspended for like 2.5, 3 weeks. He has a hearing April 10th, and unless something significant is determined, I personally believe they would have already canceled the fight and suspended him if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Had they found something. But again, this is boxing. I've seen crazier things happen. So we'll have to see April 10th when Canelo goes to his Nevada State Athletic Commission hearing if there's something else that was revealed. Now, if they did some additional testing or he failed another test or something that's under wraps that they haven't exposed yet, then that's totally different. But ultimately, I think there's too much money in the fight, so I don't really see the fight getting canceled. That's just my personal opinion. I don't see it. Again, I think they would have already pulled the plug on the event if that's what they wanted to do. So you could say it's fair, unfair, whatever. I don't see it. So as of right now, both teams are on standby. Golovkin's team says we still want to fight Canelo, but in the event that we don't, we're open to fight Billy Joe Saunders, who had to postpone his Martin Murray fight. So that could possibly work if the Canelo fight falls out. But I just think there's a lot of money in the fight, so I think the fight will push through unless something new comes out, some new details emerge to the point where they're like, yo, this fight can't go on. Or maybe if they got some horrific feedback. But from what I've seen from boxing fans, it's kind of split down the middle. People are picking sides. Some people think Canelo's guilty. He's a cheater. He's been a cheater for X amount of times. Some fighters like Jamal Charlo, Billy Joe Saunders, and Liam Smith have come out and kind of condemned Canelo. Terrence Crawford said it was kind of fishy. But then there's other people that, like Caleb Plant, they're like, hey, I don't know. Channels like me, I don't know. I don't know if he's innocent or guilty. So it seems like one of those things that's kind of hard to prove unless they have some additional like advanced testing. But the fight's close. The other thing I will say that hurts is HBO, they just did the Dillian White versus Lucas Brown. I haven't seen quite the situation. Lucas Brown, Dillian White, not a huge major fight, but you know what I mean? It was HBO felt the need to pick it up, and they didn't actually promote Canelo versus Triple G. You have to understand, like, the summer comes quick. May 5th is coming quick. Cinco de Mayo is coming quick, and HBO can't even release the face-off, or they didn't promote on the Lucas Brown Dillian White card, because they don't know what's going to happen with the temporary suspension. So it's really a bad time for a high-profile fight to be going through this. It'd be one thing if they're fighting in September, but they're cutting it kind of close. This fight, even though it has controversy in the first fight, you're still going to want to promote it. You know what I'm saying? And it's about to be April. It's the end of March right now, about to be April. And HBO is kind of, hey, they did an interview, or not an interview, but they spoke to a journalist and basically said, hey, we can't, it's up in the air, so it doesn't really make sense for us to use our resources and promote the fight without knowing if it's going to push through. That's something you don't do. So that's the stance they're taking. Anyway, both teams are currently working until otherwise noted. I'll keep you guys updated if I hear anything. But for now, Canelo's staying working, staying in shape. Golovkin's still in camp. It's kind of a fucked up situation, like I said, for a high-profile fight. Canelo and guys, they're still working, but you don't really know if you're going to fight or if it got messed up. What is this going to do to the fighter psychologically? If you think a guy's cheating, or if you think people suspect you of cheating. I don't know. It's kind of, it's dampening the fight. You know what I mean? Because this was supposed to be the fight that gave us closure as to what happened in the first fight. But that's the latest. Let me know what you guys think of Bilal Akkawy being added to Team Canelo for this particular camp. I think, like I said, as far as the stylistic match, I think it's a good matchup. A young kid, strong, fresh, pressure, tough, in shape, and he has power, and he's going to keep trucking. That's kind of Golovkin's MO. So it's a smart move from the Reynosos to bring in a guy like that. There's some other people. We can do probably some more sparring videos for Canelo. I know some other people that are in this camp that have names. Let me know what you guys think of Canelo bringing in Bilal Akkawy out of Australia. Knockout artist, almost an 80% knockout ratio, listed at 5'10". Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think this fight will push through, or will it get canceled? What do you prefer? All that in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego Son.
The truth is, before tonight, there was only one person that the broadcasters wanted Wilder to fight, and that was Anthony Joshua. Now there will be 2 people that the broadcasters wanted to fight, and now that's Dillian Whyte. So, you know, all Wilder's doing is waiting on Anthony Joshua. But he don't have to. He can still do that, but he can fight Dillian Whyte in a career high payday. And if he's so confident about winning, if he did beat Dillian Whyte, wow, the Joshua fight becomes, you know, astronomical. But I just think Wilder against Dillian here is just a monster.
He might also be keen to stay in America.
Who's that? Yeah, but he can't earn the money. But if he wants to do that, we'll go to America.
Yeah,
no problem.
Listen, I don't mind. You know, we've already been to America, and that was part of the plan.